Dear Yorubas, I am here to challenge you. Can anyone among you sincerely tell me how the Igbos has offended you? Any point you raise and prove it, you will be rewarded with a sum of 100 million naira. I mean genuine points. I learned that the Igbos are bad people. They are evil. They should not be trusted. My parents told me years ago. That's my point, you see? Your judgment is based on what you were told, not from experience. Has any Igbo man offended you before? I need an honest evaluation. What have the Igbos done to you to warrant hatred? Someone should talk to me. We are here to discuss unity.
The Igbos are land grabbers. They have almost half of Lagos and other cities in this country. What about that?
Do they steal the land? Do they pay the owners? Don't they buy those lands? Is it an offense to buy property with your money? Let me remind you that the investment of Igbos were seized in the name of abandoned properties. You should be the guilty one here, not trying to blame someone who bought item with his money, or you stop selling to them. Unfortunately, you pretend not to see the main land grabbers who pay people and collect their lands. Don't you see them? It's a shame that you fight someone who buys from you, but romance someone pay you and collect by force. That's hypocrisy. Any other point why your hatred on Igbos are justified? Nobody has given a tangible reason so far. My own is simple. Igbos are too proud. They are always bragging about everything. I hate that lifestyle. My dear, don't be intimidated by the Igbos lifestyle. Yes, we are proud for a reason. Imagine being successful with 20 pounds. Right. We were given 20 pounds to start life, and today we have turned the 20 pounds to billions of naira. Won't you brag about it? Again, what you call pride is not arrogance. It is our nature. Igbos adopted the leopard as our symbol for a reason. I will explain. Leopard is known for independence. Like the leopard, the Igbo spirit thrives on self-reliance and personal achievement. Leopard is intelligent. The leopard wins through strategy, just as the Igbo value wisdom over noise. What about authority? The leopard symbolizes dignity and leadership, much like Igbo traditional prestige. You must also mention adaptability. Wherever it goes, the leopard survives, just as Igbo people excel wherever they settle. Think about quiet strength. The leopard moves silently but acts decisively, reflecting Igbo strength through results. We must mention courage. The leopard does not fear confrontation, mirroring the Igbo history of resilience and defense. Most importantly is identity. The leopard's unique marks reflect the Igbo pride in culture, heritage, and identity. You can see that what you misjudge as pride and arrogance is just our nature. In is in our vein. No apology to anyone. Shall we proceed with my question? Tell me what Igbos have done wrong to you that make you to hate them so much. The Igbos said that Lagos is no man's land. Is that not insulting to our Yoruba authority? There you got it wrong. If you are familiar with history, you should know that the phrase was first used by former governor of Lagos. It was Governor Jakonde who stated that Lagos is no man's land. It didn't come from the Igbos. Check your history well. Some Igbos said that on social media. Doesn't mean that Igbos said that Lagos is no man's land. You are looking for excuses. The last speaker is from Ekiti. So are you claiming Lagos? Lagos in Southwest doesn't mean Ekiti man should claim it either. Why not allow the owners of Lagos to lead the fight if they are not happy that someone said that Lagos is no man's land? Why is Oyo man shouting up and down as if Lagos is his state? You claim what is not yours but turn to call someone land grabber for buying land. That's hypocrisy at its peak. Well, let me have more points. Why do you hate Igbos so much that most of you are now obsessed with Igbos?
During elections, Igbos don't support our candidates. They will always vote for candidates we didn't support. They are rebels.
I am glad you raised the point. Let me use the opportunity to educate you on democracy. People make their own choices. You don't impose candidates on people. On the part of Igbos, an Igbo doesn't support substandard leaders or unaccountable leaders. They go against any leader who is not standard enough. The Igbos are Republican in nature. They always go for the best, even at village level. Any other point to justify your hatred on Igbos? No point raised so far has been meaningful enough. I need points that make sense. Igbos destroy Lagos properties during NSAS protests. Is that reason not good enough to justify our hatred on them? Honestly, you are being unfair to Igbos. How was that Igbos protest? Remember, the protest started at Warri before circulating to other parts of the country. Warri is not Igbo land. Then in Lagos, it was peaceful until there was shooting at Lekki toll gate. Most conveners of the protests were Yorubas. So, how did you turn to blame Igbos on the protests against SARS brutality, which affected everyone in the country? This is one of your propaganda against Igbos. That was how some of you linked the Kwara issue to IPOB. Your media used propaganda to tag 1966 coup and Igbo coup, even when the participants of that coup have come out openly to debunk it. You insist that Nzogu was an Igbo man that plotted coup, yet you turn to say that Nzogu's village in Delta is not Igbo. You said that Aguiyi is the cause of Nigerian problem. How? Aguiyi introduced unitary system but go on changing federalism. We've had other military regimes and democracy since then, yet you still blame a man that left the world 60 years ago. What a shame. You keep talking about the coup that happened 60 years ago, but you are afraid to talk about the one that almost happened this year. Cowards! Your propaganda against Ojukwu is that Ojukwu caused civil war. You don't even mention that Gowon failed to implement Aburi Agreement. In Aburi, Ojukwu and Gowon agreed on restructuring where every region would control its resources. But your father refused. You know that this was what caused the war, but you have refused to talk about it the way it is. You shy away from the truth. And now you are asking for the same restructuring which your father rejected 60 years ago. Is that not hypocrisy? Think about the Igbos must go protest you have always agitated for. We claim one Nigeria, yet you harbor such thoughts in your heart. Well, for sure, Igbos will leave Lagos one day. But remember the street of Lagos during Christmas period. You think you can survive without Igbos? How many Igbo man's shops have you demolished? How many of their buildings have you destroyed? What about shops that got burnt? Remember, they bought those properties with their money. They invested heavily on those places. Yet, you keep destroying them. Your mother said it in 2019 that you